Over the course of MTE's history, MTE has had over 50,000 projects. Now, my favorite one that I've worked on is what we call Moongate, which is a stone arch in front of our office in Kitchener. Hi, my name's Paul, and I've worked at MTE for 12 or 13 years, and will be retiring in 2025, so that's coming up soon. We started our sustainability committees here at MTE about 5 years ago. One of the projects identified was to change the landscaping. There was a water fountain out front, and so we engaged MHBC, and through their landscape design, they pointed out that maybe we should put a sculpture where that fountain was. And so that sort of created the genesis of that idea. And from there, we engaged Dale.
I've been a brick and stone mason since 1986, 87, somewhere in there. This project was a great one. A Moongate is something we don't get to do very often. Nina Pulver from MHBC, she and I talked about it, and we had width to deal with, like with the out front of the window here. Given that, I just keep doing drawings to get my heights, and I'm satisfied with the aesthetic. Yeah, from the center point, each arris on the voussoir is exact concentric to a center point. So the more it wiggles, the tighter it gets and the stronger it gets. It really can't fail.
Once we engaged Dale, we thought of that could be a tribute to MTE's founder, which is Bruce Scheifele. I was a client in the early part of my career with MTE, so I knew Bruce pretty well from the start of the company. And we thought it would be a great tribute to Bruce, that this sculpture could be a reflection of how he started the company and how it grew under his leadership. And then that morphed into getting some stones from the family cottage. Bruce's son, Scott, still works here, so he brought some stones back, and they've been integrated into the sculpture.
We were able to have Scott put that keystone in, so I made the top stone of the arch one of the ones from their family cottage up north.
So that has real symbolic value. Not only does that hold the entire sculpture together, but it represents Bruce and where he comes from and one of his favorite places in Prairie Sound. Yeah, it involved green team members here. It involved our facilities team. It involved MHBC, and then of course Dale building it. So yeah, lots of people involved. And just like every engineering project, never happens in isolation. When the project was up, and we didn't really see this when we were designing it, but one of our staff saw it, and it reminded her of our iron ring, and all engineers have the ring with the jagged edges. So that sort of brought the whole thing full circle for me as well.
I think it's going to give certain employees, and maybe all employees, a visual, something to feel good about. I think a lot of people are going to walk by that and know what it means.
It's a real talking point for visitors to the building, and getting a story of what it is and what it represents. So it gets noticed. It's something very unique for the building. To all the people I've worked with in my career, and especially the last 12 or 13 years here at MTE, thank you. I really appreciate the relationships, the working together, the collaboration. Thank you.